It's got me a little rattled tonight. How targeted individuals or so-called targeted individuals turn on other targeted individuals and somehow are privy to their privacy, as well as the gang stalkers or the perpetrators of organized crime. Uh, Take a listen to what I recorded just a few minutes ago on targeting and what to do when you come across, when you discover this wealth of information, and how you know who to trust and how this all plays out. Trust your instincts. If you think that somebody you are sharing information with, if you think that something is happening to you, something bad is happening to you, if you think that you are being treated wrongfully, if you think you are being abused or perpetrated against, or have people acting in a criminal, odd way around you, if you suspect that and you tell people, family or friends, about this, and they don't believe you, or they try to label you as crazy, they try to lock you up, they try to do stuff to you, don't tell them anymore. Walk away. Don't give them any more of you. Don't spend your time with people like that. Because I can assure you that 9 years ago, when I realized that something weird was happening to me, and that the people that I once thought loved and cared for me, or had my back, or had my best interest, had either no clue what was happening, or were trying to gaslight the living out of me. And I found out after 9 years of education, of research, of nonstop, relentless, anxiety-provoking situations, threats, stalking, harassment, and enhanced targeting, enhanced organized crime, because I was catching on to this act, to this program, when the people around you who are supposed to be your friends and your family, when they still don't get it 9 years after you've already researched all this and figured all this out, and you know other people who are going through similar situations. And listen, no matter what anybody tells you, I don't care what kind of expert they are, nobody's targeting is exactly the same. They want to kill everybody off, and everybody's situation is unique. And they know that they have to isolate certain people from other people, and they have to isolate targets from other targeted people. They got to isolate us all from each other, and they have to make it unique so that it works, so that they are able to use spiritual warfare to kill everybody off in their own way. It makes it more interesting to psychopaths if they can be more creative. Anyways, if your family has not tried to at least educate themselves or your friends, okay, they're really not your family or your friends anymore. If they don't even try to understand your point of view. In other words, if you say something, somebody just calls you crazy without even asking, where did you get that information from? Why do you think that? Prove it to me. If they don't react that way, which is, providing you with an opportunity to give them more information to base their decision on, whether or not they want to listen or whether or not they want to believe you. And I get it. This is heavy stuff to talk about. You will probably live your entire life, and even if you start researching this whole program now, this whole insidious, nefarious, Nazi human experimentation program now, you will probably not understand this by the end of your lifetime. I learn new things each and every day. Some of it I buy, some of it I don't. Like, as in, everybody's targeting is the same. No, it's not. They use a lot of the same techniques, and they perform the same psychological warfare on everybody. But no two people's targeting is exactly the same. That's what makes it hard to decipher. That's what makes it hard to prove. I mean, come on. And of course, if they made it all the same, and I mean, even the so-called experts out there still don't even understand, somebody like my targeting. My targeting is very unique. Like I said, if you suspect something is off and your intuition is telling you to run, or, that what's going on around you is real and it's happening, and it is. It probably is, because this is not something anybody can make up. And you've got enough people out there putting this stuff out there today, enough brave people coming forward and exposing it for what it is. You can't have people around you who are in your circle of trust to just blow you off with a, oh, that's not happening, or, well, I don't want to hear anything like that, or I get it. If a person doesn't want to hear it because it's triggering, that's one thing, and you got to respect that. But if they just want to lay dead and roll over and just let the Nazis take over and use their technological warfare against us all, well, I really don't think I want them in my circle anyways. All right, so my final note. Look, everybody's family, everybody's mama bear, everybody's papa bear owns a psychopath. There's somebody somewhere in the family that is a sociopath or a psychopath or a narcissist, and they don't truly love others. Their behavior is callous and remorseless, and they don't care. If you even research some of the older leaders back in the day, and people who were uh, involved or a Nazi, and you look at their relationships, whether it be a wife or a cousin or whoever, they didn't really care about those people, those family members. So I get that some families are trying to protect or cover for this bad behavior being perpetrated against citizens, against other human beings. But you have to look at what's right and wrong. And what's really wrong is A, being a psychopath or a sociopath or a narcissist, because you can't truly love someone if you behave like that. If you are messed up in your head that way, you're really some sick scientist. So we shouldn't stick up for these people. We should fight against them. But for some reason, we have people who want to cover and protect and monkey around with these, the flying monkey term, with these people who are orchestrating crime. Sleep well. Pray a lot.